The first Black woman to grace our screens as a lead in a network sitcom was the one and only Ethel Waters in Beulah. And this was during the early 1950s. Ethel Waters was a trailblazing African-American singer and actress who broke barriers in both music and film. She was born in 1896, and she rose to fame in the 1920s and 30s as a blues, jazz, and gospel performer before transitioning to the stage and the screen. She became the second Black woman ever nominated for an Academy Award for her role as Dicey Johnson in Pinky. And Ethel Waters was gorgeous. She had an amazing voice. She was so talented. And I remember thinking when I would watch her films as a little girl that this woman could just light up a screen, even in black and white. Her smile, her vocal range, her acting chops. I mean, this woman was amazingly talented. So it's no surprise that Ethel Waters would be the one to start this legacy of chipping away at this barrier when it came to Black women in television. Now, was Beulah a very historic moment in American television? Most definitely. But let's not romanticize it too much. The character Beulah was a walking, talking mammy stereotype, the jolly domestic servant whose whole identity was propping up a white family. That was the character Beulah. And during Ethel Waters' time in this role as Beulah, she voiced her issue with the role. She acknowledged that this role was built on a stereotype. And eventually she walked away from the role altogether. And I can only begin to imagine how difficult that decision might have been for Ethel Waters. You know, again, as messed up as the role was, historically speaking, this role was a very big deal. But these type of mammy-esque roles at this time were really the only type of roles that were made available to Black women, and not just in television, but in film as well. And then Hattie McDaniel took on this role. Hattie McDaniel's contributions to paving the way for Black actors and Black women specifically was monumental. But she's gotten a lot of flack over the years for taking on roles that were inspired by the mammy stereotype. Her role in the 1940 film Gone with the Wind is a role that often comes to the mind when you think of mammy-inspired roles.
Now you come on and give me them pants, Mr. Kennedy. Come on. Now you scrub yourself with that strong lye soap before I come down and scrub you myself. I'm going to put these bitches in the violent pot. The Confederate army's got the same troubles, crawling, clothes, and dysentery.
Feel hand. That's the mean Miss Ellen done labored with you.
Miss Carter, come on in the house. Come on in before you catch your death of dampness.
No, I'm going to wait for Pa to come home from the Wilkses.
Come on in here. Come on.
But her work was an early step in helping to start chipping away from that barrier that existed in entertainment for Black women. And while